This could be the worst of the worst. A horror movie so bad all you're left to wonder is, why? Why? Because you deserve it. Ooh, there's something different about you. I've got hair now. Like it? No. Well, tough luck, champ. Let's get on with your video. Good idea. As I said, a movie so bad, all you're left to ask is why? Why did this come to be? Why does this exist? Why did I choose to watch it? Hi, I'm the Artie Dans, and welcome to episode 10 of my Chinese horror movie reviews. And this movie is so bad, they had to change the name of the movie just to get people to watch it. Another one of those type of movies, hey? Yep, this is MidNight, also known as 2:30 or 2:30 in the morning. So what is it, midnight or 2:30? Talk about confusing. Let's watch on to find out more about this disaster. This horror movie is nothing more than a ridiculously bad social awareness movie masquerading as a forced horror movie in a thriller wrapping with a shit bow tie on top. Popeye, you might remember her from my video on 7 Fright Nights and from other classic horror movies such as Mid-July Days 1 and 2. Fuck those movies. And Supernatural Events on Campus. That one's kind of alright, but still pretty shit. Stars in this movie about a woman who seems to work at a winery or a luxury bar that sells wine and lives with her fiance in a pretty awesome house far out of whatever city this movie was filmed in. The house is nice, but good lord do they need to get an interior decorator in there urgently to de-trashify the place. Anyway, one day while driving back to their house on a dirt road. Why on a dirt road? Wouldn't there be paved roads all the way to their house? They narrowly avoid running over a young boy with terrible acting skills. Sworn to a life of silence, this mute boy is unwilling to tell them why he was there in the middle of the road in the middle of the night. And like the insane woman that she looks like, she takes the boy back to their house against her fiance's wishes. Boy starts to do creepy shit, and one of her good-looking friends invites herself over to her house where the boy starts fucking with her. No, not that kind of fucking. And the fiancé decides he's had enough and refuses to come home. Until one night when he decides he wants to drive home and he stumbles across a scavenger, who is the best character in the movie, who tells him about a factory 50 kilometers away that holds a terrible secret. Think about that for a moment. She tells him about a factory that's 50 kilometers away. 50. That would take the average person about 10 hours of non-stop walking to cover that distance. The bloody child kidnappers. That's it. In a nutshell, yes. Look at me. I'm in a nutshell. Wow, an Austin Powers joke. You're showing your age. But essentially the whole movie, which admittedly is short enough at around 85 minutes, is this roundabout way of discussing the issues of child kidnapping gangs in rural China. And it's done so badly. We don't find out it's a kidnapping gang until about 10 minutes until the end of the film. And at this point, they've been to this factory at least twice beforehand. I hate the way this movie tries to be a horror movie at the start by forcing the two female leads to act scared in scenes where nothing is happening. The movie tries to make it out that it has something to do with yin-yang energy, or something like that. It tries to act intelligent by making out that 2:30 in the morning is some kind of significant event. According to Google, it's significant for your liver. Indeed it is. But considering the general rubbish nature of this film, I wouldn't believe a single thing this movie is trying to tell me. Although you know what's close to 2:30? It's Dolban Score of 2.2. Dolban is a Chinese website for books, movies, games, and all kinds of entertainment, and it allows users to write reviews. Think of it like Metacritic combined with IMDb. 2.2 is the third lowest score a movie could get on the site, with 2 being the lowest, and that's only if everyone gives the movie a 1 star. Nope, not by any stretch of the imagination. The movie tried hard, at the start, to make it out like there is horror elements, but it just makes no sense. And that's probably why they cast Popeye, her real name is Meixing Chen, in the lead role, because she can do this awesome yet creepy thing with her eyes and make them pop out of her head. The poorest element about this film is the directing and the lack of scene continuity. The story element flows from scene to scene, and if you were reading a treatment of the script, it would have made sense, but when it came to the actual movie, someone really goofed up. How about you give those playing at home an example? Gladly. For example, in one scene, the fiancé is trying to convince her to come with him to the factory. She flat out refuses because she's looking for the boy who's gone missing. But in the next scene, not only is she willing and gladly in the car with her fiancé, but her good-looking friend and his country bumpkin cousin, movie's words, not mine, are also tagging along. And then when they get to the location, she's the one who all of a sudden takes control and knows exactly what it is they're looking at, when there has been no indication leading up to that point that she knew anything. And to top that off, she's telling everyone to be quiet like she's a police officer staking out criminals. It makes no sense, and this lack of character and scene continuity firmly lies as a fault of very poor directing. Hilariously, this movie has a sequel, which technically is also called 230, but has a number 2 in its Chinese title. The filmmakers missed a real opportunity to call this movie 232. Oh, that was a joke? Yes, and a funnier one than this movie is. Using my patent-pending ghost rating, which stands for great horror or stupid trash, this movie gets 1 ghost. Why? This movie should have been a stupid drama. Why did it need to be marketed as a horror film? Look at this poster. It screams, I want to be a horror film. But you can't fool me. Or can you? Thank you for watching this video. Please like this video if you enjoyed it and subscribe to support the channel and keep up to date with my latest videos like this. Thank you for watching.